Hi, this is Scott from Only Factory Direct, and I'm here today to talk to you about a really exciting new product that we just took on from Studio 7. Now, Studio 7 is a new guitar amp line, and they make really great quality, affordable guitar amps. These are all tube guitar heads and really heavy-duty enclosures that they have. And I'm going to tell you a little bit today about the S7100, which is a 100-watt tube guitar amp. And I'll kind of zoom in here and show you some features and functions of the head right now. Okay, so taking a look at the S7100, I'm going to kind of give you a quick rundown of the features. Now again, this is an all-tube amp. It's 100 watts. It also has a cool function, which I'll show you on the back side. It's switchable down to 40 watts, so it's great for recording or playing at low volumes and still getting that breakup that you want to get. You got a regular standard power switch, you got a standby. It's got a really cool VU meter that lights up here, so this kind of shows you just kind of what your output level is and things like that. It kind of gives you a cool little readout, the little needle bounces back and forth. Really cool there. You've got two master volumes, which is really nice for if you want to have a lead channel or something like that, you want to get a little extra boost, that type of thing, you've got that. So you have two separate masters for that, and then your master switch button here. DSP, this is really cool. It's got 16 different built-in DSP or digital signal processing effects, ranging from chorus. We've got let's see, chorus. We've got a couple rooms, a couple plate reverbs. Got some delays, that type of thing. Rotary speaker simulator. So some really cool DSP effects in here. And when I do a little demo with this, I'll show you kind of a few of the things that it does. But the effects in it are really good. They're very usually with a lot of preset effects that are built into an amp, you're kind of stuck with what they give you. But you can really adjust the level, and the effects that are built in are very user-friendly, very usable, very common to what you would look for or need, like the delay levels and things like that are really user-friendly. Then you also have a DSP in and out, so you can actually disengage the DSP altogether. Channel 2 and Channel 1, you've got two channels here. Channel 2 is going to be your dirty channel, so your distorted channel. And you've got your volume control, treble, mid, and bass. You've got a little boost here, and which you can access that boost by a foot switch. You can click a little boost there, and it does give it a little, again, like a little lead boost or something like that, if you don't want to use the master for that. And then your gain control, your channel switch here as well, your LEDs to indicate which channel you're on. Then you have your clean channel, your volume, treble, mid, bass, and gain, and your input. Real basic controls, real simple to use, real simple to set up. Now let's take a look at the back. Okay, now taking a look at the back panel of the S7100. You can see the tubes through here. Now this has got four 12AX7 preamp tubes, and then you've got your four EL34 power tubes. So it's using EL34s, so great classic tone there. Here is the switch for 100 watts to 40 watt switchable. And again, this is a really great function for recording. It's also great for home use and things like that. If you're playing at home, you want to practice, you don't want to jam at a full 100 watts, you can switch it down to 40. You can also use this for recording, and that's really a big function of this switch. A lot of times when you're in a studio, you want to get that, you want a lot of headroom, you got to really crank it up, and you want the speakers to kind of, the amp to kind of break up a little bit and get that sweet tone. And you have to get it to a certain volume level to usually do that. And with a 100-watt amp, by the time you're already at that level, you're really getting some volume going. So to not blast yourself out, a lot of people like to go with a lower power setting or a lower power amp, which here you can just switch it to the 40-watt mode and get that same effect. As far as impedance selection goes and that type of thing, you have a 4 ohm and an 8 ohm selector here. You can also run this with a 16 ohm 412 cabinet. You can use this with a 412 or a 212 cabinet. And you've got your impedance selection here for class 2 wiring, speaker 8 ohm, external speaker at 8 ohm, so if you're going to run stereo, you can do that as well. And all really easy and simple there. Moving over here, you've got an effects loop. So here is a really easy way if you want to do some sort of effects loop. It also has a speaker emulated line out. So this is kind of a line out that you can use that'll emulate a speaker cabinet and run a signal from this. And then your effects send and return. If you want to run an external effects processor, you have a rack mount piece of gear or something that you want to run through this, you can do that. And then of course you have your return level knob as well. The foot switch. Now this does have an available foot switch that you can get for it, and you have a four-way switch that that they make that you can purchase for this, and that'll use this single connection here. That'll connect to the foot switch and do everything that you need it to do on that four-way switch. You can also, if you want to break it down and do a channel 1 and 2 boost with a single switch, or master 1 and 2 DSP in and out with a single switch, you can do that as well with these. A lot of people like to have their foot switch right on their pedal board, and you don't want a big bulky, four-way foot switch. So having a small little single pedal on your pedal board is an option too, because you have those separate inputs. That's pretty much it. It also does have voltage selection here, so you can change this from 115 volt to 230 volt. So you do have that power changeability. If you're in a different country or doing something like that, you can change the power rating as well. And then you have your AC input with your fuse is accessible right here within the fuse, or the cable housing, which is really great. A lot of times you have to really dig to find a fuse, or you got a separate little thing here, but it's right there in the plug. You just reach under there and pull that out, and you can change your fuse. So a really great quality amp. Again, it's the S7100 from Studio 7.